I just put up in this thing with my soldiers.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
First down, Brissett. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett sets to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. And Charles, when you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming out of the week. Nobody kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling.
But touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. So here's Washington now to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. They'll start with the option. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Called a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Brissett. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll get him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Eagles at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
18 ready.
Hurts. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive
the 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell us, end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play action now. Brissett. Thomas brings it in. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Warriors 17. 19 right.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 here. And you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle here to Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 17 yards out.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hurts will throw.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey,
and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they were in the hurry-up, maybe got going a little too fast.
And sometimes that's the danger of going to that type of a system, is that you don't take care of things as well as you would in normal situations. You get going so fast, you speed up, and you don't take care of the ball. And we just saw one hit the ground.
Absolutely, we saw what can happen. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite the lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Trap 60! Trap 60!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Ready!
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The slot man in motion right.
Cut 19.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So that effort gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
He continues to struggle finding Christopher Deep a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Give to Robinson on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And they run the option on second down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Brissett now. Thomas brings it in.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brissett to throw on first. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Here's Brissett.
trying to improvise. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to pick up a dozen yards here on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And his kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He's got a man. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Brissett. He's got McLaurin, and he'll have a first down to the 45, but the tackle comes inbounds. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Now Brissett.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's Brissett.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.